Hi everyone, welcome back to our channel. So today I'm going to show you how to create a stunning website on Wix in just under 30 minutes. So whether you're a complete beginner or looking to refresh your skills, this step-by-step guide will have you up and running in no time. So we'll go ahead and get started. So first, head over to wix.com and click on Get Started on the top right. Now, if you don't have an account, don't worry, signing up is very quick and very easy. So go ahead and you want to enter your email, create a password, and you're pretty much all set. But since we already have an account, we're going to go ahead and just log in. So now, once you're logged in, you'll be taken to the Wix dashboard. It's not going to be exactly how it is on my screen right now, but you will want to go ahead and create a brand new site to get started. So go ahead and click on it. You'll actually get a couple of options. We're going to go for the simpler route. So you do have the Studio Blank Canvas or Wix Studio, and you also have Wix Editor. So we're going to go for the easy option, which is the Wix Editor, because we want to make a quick and simple website. Now, what's really good about Wix is it has an AI integration now. So you can actually create your website through this. So all you would need to do is start the chat, basically go through all of the minor or major details like your location, or address, the name of the business and so on. So I'll go ahead and show you now. So you can see here, it's going to ask us what we want to call this website. So we'll just, for the meantime, call it, we'll just say, let's see, ProfileTree. Just going to list it as tutorial. So, okay, now what is the main goal of the website? So we'll just say that we are website development company. So you pretty much get the whole idea. Anytime that you put in an input, you'll get your output on the right side. So you'll see that the site name is called ProfileTree Tutorial. Now, it's also given us a slogan there as well, which is empowering minds, one website at a time. Now, it's going to ask us here, what type of web development services do we offer? We'll just say that we do WordPress websites and Wix. Okay, so it's went ahead and decided that the site type for us is going to be a web development agency. Well, it did say firm there. And then it's also got a site app. Site app is fairly similar to basically plugins. If you guys have ever used WordPress before, it's got plugins very similar to the site apps. It's also just got a different name. So now it's asked us here, okay, great, you offer a variety of website development services. What are your additional goals for your Wix site? So for example, do you want to showcase your portfolio, offer online appointments, or sell products? So we'll probably just say inquiry only. Okay, so, okay, understood. Could you share more about the history of the business? We just say we started in 2011. So the more detail that you go into when it comes into the AI part of this, the better. So, okay, it's went ahead and said that we're all set. So this is pretty much what it's decided to let us know what the website is. So number one, you've got the site name, you've got the site type, we've got the site apps, we've got the goals as well, and we've got our target audience. So all we need to do now is just select the go to dashboard. So this will just go ahead and generate the entire website for us. We've actually got two options here now. So you can see that we've been redirected to the actual dashboard of the website. Okay, we'll just click X off that. What you want to do is just ignore everything for the meantime for the rest of the site. You want to go ahead and select Design Site on the top right. So this is the most important part. You can either design a website using AI, or you can just choose a template. My suggestion is, especially if you're a beginner as well, just go ahead and select customize a template. There are some pretty nice designs already on Wix itself, so you don't really need to, what's the point of creating something from scratch if you don't need it? However, if you are wanting to create a website from scratch and you want to go into a little bit more detail, you can do so. I'm just going to go ahead and select pick a template. So since we have said that we want a web development agency website, it's going to go ahead and choose, there's an advertising agency, there's creative agency, design company, marketing agency, and so on. So there's a couple of different options here, as you can see. And we do have 2 best matches there, as you can see there. So pretty much all you would need to do is select the template that you want in terms of design. And once you're happy enough with that option, go ahead and select either to view or to edit that site. My recommendation again is go ahead and view that website first before you start deciding that you want to stick with that site or that website design. So I usually just look over the website itself. Okay, that's that part. Hoping this is a multi-page website, which it is. Okay, so I'm pretty happy with this website template. I'm going to go ahead and select edit this site. We want to basically make sure that this website is our design. So there are a couple of changes that needs to be made. Okay, so there you go. It's creating the text for our site. So you can see that it's trademarked at the very top left. That'll probably change it to, I'm hoping, ProfileTree tutorial. If not, no worries. Okay, so it didn't change that, which is okay. But it has went ahead and changed the actual text in the website itself. So you can see there's WordPress websites, Wix websites, SEO, and custom web development. So it's okay, but it's not the best because there are some slight adjustments that we need to do. One thing about the Wix platform as well is that, as I mentioned before, with the quote-unquote plugins or site apps, you can add them into the website, and it is very beneficial as well. So you'll see here on the left side, there's going to be a option for basically everything and anything to do with the website. So there's add elements, you've got add section, you've got pages and menu, you've got the site design, and you've also got add apps. Don't worry about the last 3 too much. We just need to focus on these 5. So go ahead and select add apps. Now, if you're wanting something particular, like let's just say you're wanting to add like a blog section, or if you want to create an online store or even a portfolio, then Wix pretty much has you covered for all of that. So let's just say we wanted to do an online store. It's going to go ahead and let us have the Wix stores. And let's just say we wanted to have a blog integration onto the website. You can go ahead and add that blog integration, no problem. So these are all free to install. Just make sure that you're looking for Wix. Any other third-party apps, you will have to either set a plan or pay for it, as you can see. So we'll just click X off this for the meantime. So now that we have the template, we're going to go ahead and start mocking it up and making a couple of changes to suit our needs or to suit the needs of what we want for a website. So as I said before, now that we have the template ready, we're going to go ahead and just make a couple of changes just to make that more unique looking website. So if you guys remember on the left side here, we do have, there's add elements, you've got add section, pages and menu, and you've also got the site design. So if you want to completely change, let's just say the font, the color of the website, and just anything in bulk, that's where you would usually select the site design. So once you've selected the site design, you'll see here that you've got a couple of different options. There's going to be one there for the color theme. You've also got one for text theme, page background, and page transitions. So we'll just go through this. So with the color theme, you could see here, these are the accent colors, and you've got your base colors as well. So that's more to do with this, or the little buttons, as you can see there as well. So if I select, let's just say we'll go for a blue color, you'll see now that it's changed everything to color blue. and that'll apply for any of the colors that were that previous green. So you can see how fast that was to change the entire website. Now, there's this color as well. I'm not quite seeing anything with that color here. It could be for another page as well. So we'll go ahead and check it out. Okay, so I would say that would probably be for different text. So we could just leave that out for now. So we'll just go back to the site design. Now you'll see here, there's going to be one for the page background. So just depending on the page that you're at, so we're on Works at the minute, you can go ahead and change the color of that. So you can see there, I can go for that blue color or for that gray color. But of course, we'll just stick with the white. However, if I just demonstrate now, if I did select that sort of grayish scale color, and if I go onto another homepage, you'll see that that is still white. However, on the Works page, it's going to be that gray color. So also depends on what sort of page you're at as well. So we'll just revert that back to the normal color. Just like so. Okay, so there are other options there as well. So it's not just the actual page background, but you can also change the text theme. Now, what's good about this is that you can actually customize each of the paragraphs or each of the headings. So there's going to be 6 headings overall. And you could also see that it's been color coded. So one of them, or for heading 1, it's going to be black, and for heading 2, it's going to be blue. If you did want to change the color of it, you can go ahead and do so. So now that's colored black. Just got to make sure we save that and apply. So that's going to be colored black. I do believe that this might be heading 4, so we'll go ahead and just double check this now. Click on this and then apply. And then we can also change the heading font as well if we would like. So now that's completely changed all of it. So if you want to build a quick and simple website using the templates, then you can go ahead and select the site design, which is just on the left side. So again, quick, simple, and easy to use. So if you are wanting to, let's just say, customize page transitions. So at the minute it's out and in, or in and out. You can make it so that every time you change the page, it'll slide to the right, or that's the horizontal one. You've got vertical one. You've also got crossfade as well. So I'm going to go ahead and demonstrate that with a preview. So if we go ahead and select home or works, slightly working. It is a little bit glitchy, so probably wouldn't use page transitions anyway. It just adds a little flair to the website if you want to go with it. For me, I usually just leave it out, and I usually just have it as none. But there are other ones there, or the 4 options to pick from. So it is up to you if you want to go for that. Let's see here. Okay, so another option as well is you've got the text or the color theme as well. So color theme is, let's just see. So there is a preview. This is one thing that I actually didn't showcase. So you can see the buttons, you can see the secondary, you can see the font that's being used as well. So you can see the buttons, you can change that to different colors, as you can see. So that'll be the primary, and then the secondary on hover. Let's see, we can go for a blue. So that's how it's going to look. Now, if there's any changes that you did want to make, you can go ahead and just revert that by selecting the undo button just below the upgrade. So that's pretty much the different types of site designs that you can use. Highly recommend to use it if you want to create that quick and simple sort of website design build. Now, another thing to mention as well is adding sections and adding new pages. So if you are wanting to add new sections to the website itself, you can just simply click on the border around it. You can see there, this is a section for promotional. If you want to be a little bit more, let's just say, in depth with what the different layers are or what the different sections are, select the tools and select layers, and then it's actually going to show which parts are sections. So you've got the welcome section, you've got features, you've got promotional, and you've also got benefits. And if you select that little arrow, you can actually see what's in that section for promotional. And you can see strip, you can see column, and then pretty much just goes into detail with that as well. And the good thing about using the toolbar or the layers is that you can directly click on the element that you want, pretty much without the hassle of having to jump in and clicking multiple times in order to actually get that particular element. So adding sections is very, very simple. So in between each of these areas here, anytime I click on something, you'll see there, it will show the add section. So all you would need to do is just hover in between the two sections, just select add section. And then from here, you could see that they've got different designs there, like welcome, they've got about, they've got team, contact, promotion, services, subscribe, testimonials, and so on. So several different types of sections to add into the website. You can either click on or drag and drop, whatever you prefer really. So let's just do an example here right now. Let's just say, welcome to our site. We're going to go ahead and just click on that. You'll see there that it's went ahead and added that section, and it'll actually just redirect us straight away. Now, if you are customizing a particular section, like we will now, I would highly recommend to go ahead and make sure you name or rename that section. So just depending on, you could say promotional, like so. And now that section is called promotional. So you'll see here that you can go ahead and edit the text, or you can actually remove the text box if you want to. So that there is an element. If you wanted to edit that text, you could double click on the text box or just select edit text, and you can delete it and then just say whatever you want to put down. So it's as simple as that. You can also change the fonts. You can also change the bold type. You can add italics. You can have underlines, effects, and so on. The only way to actually do that, though, is you need to make sure that the font itself or the text itself is highlighted. So you'll see here it's can be colored blue, and then that's where you'll have the option then to change the actual fonts or text. So it's as simple as that. You can make it bold, italics, underline, and change the sizing. So very simple and easy to use. So when it comes to other sections as well, usually you would want to customize one from scratch, which you can do so. You can go ahead and select add a blank section instead. Now what this will do is it'll just give you a white section, as you can see. Now you can add elements onto this. Preferably what you want to do is add a strip first. So just select a blank white strip and just adjust it to the section itself. Now, a little tip here as well is that if you want to get rid of, let's just say, some of the actual white border, as you can see there, you can see that this is slightly gray compared to this one at the back. All you would need to do is select this or tap it twice, and it'll get rid of that white spacing. Or you could just drag it, and then it'll get rid of that white spacing regardless. So the reason why I encourage to use strips is because there's a difference between the section and the strip. So with the section, yes, you can add all your different elements and, do your bits and pieces. However, you'll see that there's going to be these dotted lines. So with these dotted lines, that's as far as how many elements you can actually put onto the screen. So let's just say that I'll borrow this. I'll go ahead and copy and paste that in here. So if I drag it here, you'll see that it goes gray, and you'll actually get a message at the bottom left saying you dragged an element outside of the grid lines. Some of the visitors won't see it. So that is something you want to avoid. Now, the reason why we're using strips is to actually extend it more outwards. So if I wanted to, let's just say, have an image on the right side and then maybe have some text on the left side, I can do so. And I'll demonstrate that right now. So just above the strip, you'll see a little menu here. So you've got change background, you've got scroll effects, layout, shape dividers, and stretched. What you want to click on is the layout, and you want to go ahead and select add column. So that splits that one strip into 2 columns. So now if I wanted to have an image on the right side or have an image on the left side, I can do so. And I can also have some text as well. So this is pretty much just to like widen the page out for us in a way. So I'll demonstrate what I mean now. So let's just say I want to change that background. I'll just do a normal color for now, or I'll actually just pick one of the pictures here. You can see that's went ahead and done that. Now, if I wanted to add some text onto the left side, I can go ahead and do so. But I have to make sure that I stay within the grid lines, or else it'll go ahead and give us that pop-up message, the fact that some of the visitors won't see that element. So what's good about Wix as well is that you do have these sort of lines that give you a guide. So it locks it in place. That's actually a tool that's being used at the minute called grid lines, or snap to objects. So if I remove that grid line, you'll not actually see it. Or that's with the snap to objects as well. So I'm pretty much just freestyling it there. So really do use the tools as much as you can. Even try to use the ruler if you would like to. It gives you that option there at the top if you want to be a little bit more specific with where you want to put an element. So that is pretty much how to create and add a strip or section. Very simple and very easy. And again, if you want to quickly delete it, just make sure you see that whole sort of blue highlighted area. Go ahead and click delete, and then that'll remove that section. And then same for this one. And then you're pretty much back to where you were. So that is pretty much how to add sections and how to modify it and add elements as well. Now, if you were to add elements, actually, it's very simple. You would just select the add elements on the top left. Then you've got a whole load of different options there, like buttons, you've got text, you've also got decorative stuffs like basic shapes as well. You've got arrows, icons, and so on. All it really is just holding it, dragging it, and dropping it to where you want to put it. So just like so. And on top of this as well, with the add elements, there's going to be other areas here. Let's see if I could show you. If you can't find everything, by the way, there's a little search bar on the top there where you can, if you know what you're searching for, repeaters are pretty good as well. So if you're trying to duplicate something, then you could use that. So yeah, they've got a bunch of different types of pretty much elements. So all pre-built. They're like your different sections as well. So you don't need to, if you don't want to fully build one from scratch, or if you don't want to make anything from scratch, you could just use some of the, there's some slideshows there, you've got contact forms, you've got gallery, box, decorative, and so on. So you've got a whole range or a whole list of different elements to choose from. So again, highly recommend to use everything you can on Wix in order to create that good looking website that you need. But guys, that pretty much reaches the end of the video. That's how to create a stunning website in just a matter of 30 minutes or less. So again, highly recommend to use a template instead of going from scratch. If you need to go from scratch and you want to build something completely unique, by all means go ahead. The templates is just an easy way to get that quick and simple website you might need straight away. So pretty much just have fun with Wix and play about with it as much as you can as well. And yeah, let us know how you get on with your website build in the comment section below. We'd like to know what you think about the video as well. Did you find it helpful? Let us know. But other than that, I'll see you guys for the next video. Thank you very much for watching.